Good morning all. So last lecture we discussed with the few topics, introduction to the connective tissue and here basic information of it. Now connective tissue classified into three types. First is loose connective tissue, fine. Here in the loose connective tissue we have to think about the two tissues, areolar tissue and adipose tissue. Two tissues are there, fine. Then second is dense connective tissue here in the dense connective tissue collagen fibers, elastin fibers, tendon, ligament, fine, that we will discuss it. And third, specialized connective tissue. Okay, let us discuss with the loose connective tissue. Loose connective tissue has cells and fibers. Yes, here are two types of fibers and three types of the cells. Here I mean to say in the areolar tissue. So I can make the chart for this. So in areolar tissue, two things are there, cells and fibers. But carefully understand, fibers are two, you know. White fiber and yellow fibers. You know that white fibers are collagen fibers are present in the bundle where we form unbranched, right? and yellow fibers are made up of the elastin protein. It is branched single. Whereas when you think about the cells, here majority in the areolar tissue. Three types of cells are there. Fibroblast. Fine. Fibroblasts are known as main cells of the areolar tissue. Forms fibers. Fine. Form the fibers. So fibroblasts produce the collagen as well as elastin, and they form the fibers, white fiber and yellow fiber. Then second cell known as macrophage. Macrophage are also known as engulfing cells. So it gives the protection to the organ of the body. Generally, when macrophages are coming in contact with the any type of the foreign particle, so it kills it. And third is very important, mast cells. So these mast cells produce heparin, histamine, and serotonin. Okay, so here in the areolar tissue, three types of the cells are there. See, for example, loose connective tissue has cells and fibers loosely arranged in the semi-fluid ground substance. For example, areolar tissue present beneath the skin, below the skin. Often it serves as a support framework for epithelium. It contains fibroblasts, cells that produce and secrete the fibers. Macrophages and mast cells. So you remember that mast cells produce histamine, heparin and serotonin, and you know that the heparin acts as a anticoagulant as well as coagulant of blood. Fine. And the histamine, it is allergic substance. Histamine and serotonin are allergic substances, so it creates the allergic reactions. So you know that what is allergy? Allergy is nothing but hypersensitivity to the particular substance. Suppose I have dust allergy, so my body is very sensitive towards the soil particles, dust particles. So against the dust particles, my mast cells secrete the histamine and serotonin and create the allergic reactions. So if you know that in allergy, sneezing, coughing, suddenly sneezing, coughing, occurs, fine. Watering of eyes, this will occur, fine. So antihistamine drugs are useful to prevent the allergic reactions. Adipose tissue, I told to you yesterday. Adipose tissue is another type of the loose connective tissue. Here, adipose tissue is similar to the areolar tissue, but here difference is there. Adipose tissue consists adipocytes, and you know that what is the function of the adipocytes? It stores the fat molecules located mainly beneath the skin. The cells of this tissue are specialized to store fat. So you know, write that adipocytes. The excess of nutrients which are not used immediately are converted into fats and are stored in this tissue. For example, if you take the excess nutrients of carbohydrate or protein, so if it is not immediately utilized in the body, then it is converted into fat. Now, I think the question is not arised in your mind that how from this component fat is created. You have the answer, amphibolic path. So you know that from protein or carbohydrate lipid is created. Fine. So excess amount of the nutrients which are not immediately utilized in the body, that is converted into fat and stored in adipose tissue. It is present beneath the skin. Another point, adipose tissue is present over kidneys and intestine, along with beneath the skin. Fine. So first of all, the fat is stored below the skin layer. Fine. And after that, the little bit amount of the fat, it is stored over the kidneys as well as over the intestine. And last, in males, fat is stored in abdominal cavity, tummy, and in females it is stored in pelvic cavity, in the buttock. Fine. So this is about the adipose tissue. Now, so this is the paragraph of the loose connective tissue. Now, continue with the dense connective tissue. Fibers and fibroblasts are compactly packed in the dense connective tissue. Here, so you know the meaning of that. Fibroblasts and fibers are loosely present in the loose connective tissue. Orientation of the fibers show a regular or irregular pattern are called dense regular or dense irregular tissue. Fibroblasts and fibers are regularly arranged or irregularly arranged in the tissue. So according to that, two types of tissues are there: dense regular connective tissue and dense irregular connective tissue. In the dense regular connective tissue, the collagen fibers are present in the rows between many parallel bundles. Tendons. Okay, so one diagram I can draw now. What is tendon and what is ligament? Here you know that this is the humerus, this is the ulna, and this is the radius. You know that ulna form the elbow joint. Ulna and humerus form the elbow joint. Radius is not associated with the elbow joint. I had told you in the 20th chapter. Now here these are carpals, these are metacarpals, and these are phalanges. Now I can draw the muscle. Okay, so this is known as tendon. This is also known as tendon, and this is known as muscle. But here we say that it is the vein. Main contractile elastin portion of the muscle is belly of the muscle, and majority you know that when the muscle is contracted then belly increases. Fine. So any type of the muscle connected to the both the sides, but when you see that the muscle is passed through, this muscle is passed through the elbow joint. So you know that during the movement, during the elbow movement, this muscle is stretched or contracted, and along with that here in the elbow joint, the maintenance of that proper joint in the proper position, this is known as ligament. Majority ligament maintain, see, tendon is connected from the muscle to the bone, but ligament is connected between the two bones. Fine. So here I can write the thing for you. Tendon is connection between the bone and muscle. Ligament is the covering or connective part present in the joint to maintain proper position of the joint and prevent dislocation. You revise. Synovial ligament, synovial membrane. We had learned this in the 20th chapter. Synovial joint. Synovial ligament. So wall ligament is just like a capsule. The wall ligament is just like a capsule, and in some joint the ligament is very little bit just like a small strip. Patti જેવું હોય. Majority here in our knee joint. Yes, our knee joint is main weight bearing joint. In knee joint we have meniscus, the cushion like structure, ગાદી જેવું હોય. એટલે તમે ઘણીવાર એવું સાંભળ્યું હશે કે knee joint માં ગાદી ફાટી ગઈ કે તૂટી ગઈ. આપણે knee joint માં બી meniscus છે. Okay, cushion like. So when we do the any type of the jerky movement, at that time the knee joint in that between the two bones, yes, which are the two bones in the knee joint? Femur and tibia. So femur and tibia cannot coming in contact to each other. So this meniscus absorb the physical shock, as well as behind posterior side in the knee joint from femur to the tibia, cruciate ligament is there, just like in a cross manner. So this cruciate ligament maintain the proper joint position in the knee joint. Fine. So tendon is the connection between the bone and the muscle, Okay, it is white fibrocartilage, and ligament is yellow elastic cartilage. Tendon is not that much moved. Yes, muscle has elasticity. So majority tendon prevent the overstretch. Tendon actually prevent the overstretch condition in the muscle. But ligaments are movable one. So ligaments are yellow elastic cartilage. So sometimes you heard that ligament is tear, ligament fatigue, tutigue, and sometimes ligament is taut. આપણે ઘણી વખત એવું સાંભળ્યું છે કે મચકોડ આવ્યો. મચકોડમાં છે ને ligament taut થઈ જાય, twist થઈ જાય. It creates the pain. It creates the pain. And sometimes due to overstretching or over range of motion. Generally in all the joints we have limited range of motion. A range માં તે movement થાય. But along with that, sometimes if much more movement is there, so ligament is taut, tear, તૂટી જાય, ફાટી જાય. At that time, surgery કરાવી પડે, ligament surgery. Fine. So this is about the tendon and ligament. Tendons which attach skeletal muscles to the bones, and ligaments which attach one bone to another bone. For example of this tissue. Dense irregular connective tissue has fibroblast and many fibers, mostly collagen, that are oriented differently. These tissues present in the skin, cartilage, bone and blood are various types of specialized connective tissue. Okay, so here in the dense connective tissue you remember the tendon and ligament. And specialized connective tissue, in that you remember cartilage, bone and blood. Now let us discuss with these three parts. Intercellular material of cartilage is solid and pliable. It is bent and resists compression. The cells of this tissue, the cells present in the cartilage are known as chondrocytes and enclosed in the small cavities within the matrix secreted by them. Okay, so cells of the cartilage known as chondrocytes, and the matrix or fluid portion present in the cartilage, it is known as chondrin. Now here the chondrocytes. Chondrocytes are present 2, 4 or 8 in number. Chondrocytes are arranged in bed-like structure. Okay, so chondrocytes are present in group. See in the diagram. Cartilaginous cells, collagen fibers are there, and the cells are present in the group manner. 2 or 4 or 8. Most of the cartilage in vertebrate embryos are replaced by bones in adult. Previously, I told to you that in the newborn baby, all the bones are cartilaginous in form, and gradually the milk is taken. Fine. So calcium and phosphorus deposition is there in the bones, so bone become much more stronger. So cartilaginous bones become compact bone, hard bones in adult. Cartilage is present in the tip of the nose, outer ear joints. You write that it is nothing but the ear pinna, and between the adjacent bones of the vertebral column. So you write that intervertebral disc, IVD. Limbs and hands in adults. So sometimes it is present, yes, you know that it is present in the scapula. Sometimes it is present in the head of the humerus, head of the femur. The capsule-like cartilage is there. Fine. So on these regions, the cartilages are seen. Bone have a hard and non-pliable ground tissue rich in the calcium salts. The bone consists bones consist short slag, calcium carbonate, magnesium phosphate and calcium fluoride. So calcium, magnesium, phosphate and fluoride are major important salts. So out of these, calcium and phosphorus are main minerals. And as you know that calcium and phosphate are the salts are present in the skeleton, storage minerals. And collagen fiber which give bone its strength. So yesterday I told you that the bone in that matrix, it is known as osing protein. Bones support and protect the softer tissues and organs. The bone cells are known as osteocytes are present in the space called as lacunae. So when you see the internal structure of the bone, lacunae is just like a cavity. Lacunae is just like a cavity, and inside that lacunar margins are there. So suppose example here, this is the one lacunae. This is known as see, when you take the transverse section of the bone, so many Haversian system, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So many Haversian system are there. And this Haversian system consists lacunae, the margin-like structure, and at the center of it, Haversian canal is there. So this Haversian canal consists artery, vein, nerve of the corresponding bone. Now here, see properly on this lacunae. This is the shape of the osteocyte. This is the shape of the osteocyte. See, at the center of that main central margin is there, and here periphery to that fibers are there. So I can draw here So on the lacunae, so many osteocytes are connected together. One osteocyte connect to the another osteocyte. The fibers are connected together, and on this lacunae, the osteocytes are there. Then fibers are connected to the osteocytes of the another lacunae. So in this way, the very compact network, like structure, it is formed. Fine. So this is the Haber cell system and lacunae. Limb bones such as long bones of the leg serves weight bearing function. They also interact with the skeletal muscles attached to them to bring out the movement as well as locomotion. The bone marrow is some bone is the site of the production of the blood cells. The bone marrow is the main lymphatic organ. Bone marrow is the main lymphatic organ in which all the blood cells are formed. Bone marrow is the hollow portion of the long bone. Fine. So bone marrow is the lymphatic organ and all the blood cells are formed inside it. Blood. Blood is a fluid connective tissue containing the plasma, RBC, WBC and platelets. It is the main circulating fluid and that helps in the transport of the various substances. And you know that we had learned this blood in the 18th chapter. So this is about the specialized connective tissue. So connective tissues are over here. So here I can stop now.